Okay, so today is our 8th class or 7th class? 8th. So today is our 8th class and I'd like to welcome back you all. So pen and paper on the table, everyone, please. It is really required to take notes. Okay, so this is maybe the last class before midterm examinations. Okay, so in the previous class we already have talked about that. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, so in today's class we'll be talking about the rest of the slides. So let's begin. Okay, airstream mechanism. So today we're going to be talking about airstream mechanism. Okay, pneumonic airstream mechanism. Number one, I want you to write it down. Number one, pulmonic airstream mechanism. Pulmonic airstream mechanism. Yes, write it down, please. Pulmonic airstream mechanism. What is that? We'll be talking about that later. And oh, by the way, this slide is not included in your midterm syllabus. Pulmonic airstream mechanism. Glottalic airstream mechanism. Number two, glottalic airstream mechanism. Pulmonic airstream mechanism. That means pulmonic. Do you know what does that mean? Pulmonic or pulmonology? Basically lung. Pulmonology, lung related. Pulmonic airstream mechanism. That means the air is coming from our lung. Glottalic airstream mechanism. That means the air is basically coming through the glottal stops and the glottis. And the state of glottis. Okay, basically the state of glottis. Okay, velaric airstream mechanism. Velar sounds. We already know which sounds are velar sounds. Am I right? Okay. So three kinds of airstream mechanism: pulmonic, glottalic, and velaric. Okay, let's go to the next slide. According to the direction of the air, aggressive airstream mechanism, outward moving air. Aggressive airstream mechanism basically represents the outward moving air. See, we are forcing the air through our vocal tract and through the vocal cords, through everything, the glottis and our vocal tracts. So the air is coming out forcefully. So that's why it's aggressive airstream mechanism. Outward moving air means aggressive airstream mechanism. Write it down, please, everyone. Including that girl, quick. Okay. And another thing is ingressive airstream mechanism. That means inward. Basically, we take breathing inward. So inward airstream mechanism also happens. When we talk, basically both of them happen because we suck air to our lung, then we produce it outwards to make the sounds. Am I correct? Yes. Great. Write it down, everyone. I want you guys to do it fast because we have another thing to do after this slideshow. No. I mean, the first one is basically forcing out the air from the lung, but the second one is basically sucking in, forcing out, sucking in the air to your lung.
While breathing.
Yes, while breathing. Ingressive and aggressive. Aggressive means facing out, ingressive means facing in. Okay. I hope everyone is done. Do it fast. If you do it fast, then we can talk about your favor. Great. Let others finish. Okay, so airstream mechanism number one. Pulmonic aggressive mechanism, glottalic aggressive mechanism, glottalic ingressive airstream mechanism, velaric ingressive airstream mechanism. These are not basically very much important. You do not need to write that down because these are finals and these are not very much an important topic. Okay, but we'll be doing what is what. We'll be teaching you that. Okay, pulmonic aggressive airstream mechanism. The initiator is the lung. So basically, 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, the 4 airstream mechanisms. Basically, pulmonic, aggressive. Pulmonic only have aggressive. Okay, it basically sucks. Okay, glottalic aggressive sound, glottalic increasing sound. Basically, by the glottal stop, we can make sounds while we are producing the air outward and inward. I can talk about that. See, I can talk about that. I can talk about that. That means I am basically able to speak when I am forcing the air out. And why I am forcing the air inside? See, while I am forcing the air inside, I can talk about that also. See, from where I can talk about that? Glottal. My state of glottal is basically playing the vital role. Is that clear? Well, we'll be talking about that at least somewhere. To some extent, it's clear. These are some things basically in one class it should not get clear. Basically, it needs practice. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And veloric invasive airstream mechanisms. Okay, let's see. Pulmonic aggressive airstream mechanism. The initiator is the lung. Okay. Pulmonic airstream mechanism, basically in that case, the initiator, the producer is the lung. The lung is used to push the air out. Yes, the lung basically is used to push the air out. Am I right?
Yes.
The lung is the organ which pushes the air out. Am I correct? Okay, stops are made with the pulmonic aggressive airstream mechanisms that are called plosives. See? Plosive sounds. We all know some plosive sounds. Those who are late, please sign that out. And do not make that stop. Yes. Do not close that. Stops made with the pulmonic aggressive airstream mechanism are called plosive. That's the important line. Please write it down. Everyone, pen and paper on the table, quick. Stops made with the pulmonic aggressive airstream mechanisms are called plosives. Plosives. If I say, well, it's not in your midterm, but in the finals, if I say, what is plosives, you have to write accordingly.
Definition.
Indeed, definition. Stops made with the pulmonic aggressive airstream mechanisms are called plosives. Okay, plosives are the most common stops found in languages, across the languages. Plosives are the most common stops found in languages. Which words are plosives? Which letters? Which sounds are plosive? Sorry, which sounds are plosive? Indeed, one of that sound. Plosives are the most common stops found in languages. Every sound, every language have plosive sounds. Hey, no. I already have given example. Plosives are the most common stops found in languages. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, Imam. Remind me one thing after that class. After finishing everything in this class while leaving, remind me, sir, please upload the slides into every slide. All slides you taught, please upload it into the portal. Please remind me that.
Sir, it's not upload.
Still, please remind me that.
Yes.
Maybe something would be missing. Every course, every slide, okay?
Materials.
Please, every material, yes. And you will be, reminding that.
Yeah.
Okay, so, glottalic aggressive airstream mechanism. The air initiator is the vocal folds, basically. The initiator is the vocal fold. The vocal folds are used to create a closed glottis. Okay, the glottis is used to push the air out. Well, somewhere, but in the previous plosive sounds, basically air is the organ which is being used to force the air out. But now glottis is basically forcing the air out. Okay. Glottis, aggressive airstream mechanism, forcing out. Increasing, basically, they suck in. We already know that. The glottis is used to push the air out. Stops produced by the glottalic aggressive airstream mechanism are called ejectives. Okay, ejectives are voiceless. Those glottal sounds, glottal, bottle, bottle, bottle.
So which case?
Bakery, bakery. That's right. So basically, basically these are some ejectives. Okay, ejectives are found in African languages such as Hausa and also in American Indian languages such as Lakota. There are some languages basically. Well, you need not to learn those pronunciations. Rather, you need to learn how those works. Okay, these are basically ejectives. So our glottal sounds basically it produce the air ejective. So that's why it has been named glottalic aggressive airstream mechanism. Aggressive means forcing out the sound. Glottalic means glottis is basically forcing the air out. Clear? It's that just like that. And where can it be found? Hausa and African language and some American Indian languages. Indian means indigenous. Indian means not India. Indigenous. Native. That's right. Native.
Yeah.
American native languages such as Lakota mainly. Original. Okay. There's a link. You can always click on that and you can always find some another things. Okay. Okay, glottalic aggressive airstream mechanism. Everyone, please. Initiator is vocal folds. That means glottis. Glottis have vocal folds. Our glottis has vocal folds, so the initiators should always be glottis. The airstream mechanism. Everyone, please. So a closed glottis is used to pull the air. Closed glottis used to pull the air. Stops made with the glottalic aggressive airstream mechanisms are called implosives. See. Implosive. So these are some words. Well, these are some words which even I cannot even pronounce. So the pronunciation is not important. The definition is important in here. Everyone, the definition is important in here. Okay, and implosives are those words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, maybe there are more of it. Okay. And implosives are found. Where could it be found? Well, the question is, what are implosive? Where does it came from? Where can I find it? Where? The definition of implosive, the definition of anything, the air is coming from lung or glottis. The air is forcing out or sucking back. And where can we find those language or words in this real world? Okay, let's see. Implosives are found in several African American Indian native languages. They are also found in Sindhi language spoken in India and Pakistan. Yeah, that's right. Maybe some Sindhi people could found those words engraved implosives. Okay. Yes, you can always search in Google Sindhi language engraved implosives.
So is it in Punjab?
Punjab in no. Sindhi is not Punjab. Sindhi is in another province. Punjab is in north. Sindh is in east. West maybe. West. Sindh is in west, near to Gujarat. Nearer to Gujarat.
Got it.
No, it's not Gujarati. Nearer to Gujarat, but it's not Gujarati. It's in Karachi. Karachi is in the western side of Pakistan, but Punjab is in the northern side or eastern side. Those are not Punjabi, okay? Okay, velodic aggressive airstream mechanism. Let's talk about that. The initiator is velodic closure created with the velum. We know velum is what? Vela. Where is velum? Velum. Velum. Yes, behind the soft palate. That's right. So basically, it's velodic aggressive airstream mechanism. Everyone, the initiator is the velodic closure. Basically, velum is closed, created closure with the velum and the back of the tongue. Tongue and velum basically creates a closure so that tongue and velum basically created a closure so that the air could be stopped. It's easier relatively the valeric ingressive airstream mechanism is easier. Okay, the stops with the valeric ingressive airstream mechanisms are called clicks. Clicks. Yeah, that's right. Clicks are voiceless. They are bilabial, dental, alveolar, alveopalatal, lateral. Okay, but these clicks, that's already in your portal and the recording is going on. Okay, so clicks are voiceless. Clicks are
Voiceless.
basically clicks are valeric ingressive sounds. We can say clicks are valeric ingressive sounds. Ingressive means sucking in, not bursting out. Am I correct? Sucking in, not bursting out. Okay. So clicks are found in African languages such as Bantu, Zulu, Xhosa, Nama, Bushman, anything. Yeah, those are clicks are really just like those. I mean, sometimes those. Okay, find in Google or find in YouTube.
Yeah,
You could really, maybe some of you maybe heard.
In Africa.
Okay, everyone, please. Why do we need to know about? That's the most important slide. Please write it down, everyone. Why do we need to know about all the different types of airstream mechanisms? Why do we need to know about different types of different airstream mechanisms? Okay. To be able to describe all the different kinds of stop sounds found in the languages of the world. That's the most important part. To be able to describe all the different kinds of stop sounds, stops, basically found in the language of the world. Am I right? Be fast. Hey. Oh, quickly. You can find it on, in portal also. Basically, airstream mechanism is used to describe the stops. Some of the stops could be made by plosives, some of the stops could be made by glottis, some of the stops may be made by velar. Yeah, that's right. Clicks. To some extent, basically, most of the cases in English, basically, no ingressive sounds. Basically, aggressive sounds. Aggressive means air is forcing out. Air is forcing out. Air is forcing out. And ingressive means air is sucking in.
Taking in.
Am I correct? Yeah, that's right. We are taking in. Don't do that again. Am I right? Okay. So there are 4 kinds of stops in the universal language, maybe. That means across all languages. Am I right? Is it correct?
Yes.
So plosives, number 1, we know. Adjectives, we know. Plosives basically, plosives are what? Aggressive,
Yeah.
well,
Forcing out the air.
pulmonic. Huh? Pulmonic. Aggressive, pulmonic. Get right. Plosives. Adjectives. Adjectives are glottis. That's right. Ingressive or aggressive? That's right. Adjectives. That's right. So implosives. Aggressive. Hey, no. Glottally aggressive. But glottally ingressive are implosives. Implosives, ingressives. Okay? Ejectives, aggressive. Ejective, aggressive, ingressive, implosive. Am I right? Is it correct?
Yes.
Okay, those who were late, please write your names quickly. Okay, and click is, we all know that, the last part. Clicks are valeric ingressive. Valeric ingressive. And that's basically very uncommon in this world because some African languages already only contains clicks, not the other languages. Am I right? Okay. And in order to write it properly, you need to mention those examples, and if you can find anything in Google or ChatGPT, you are welcome to write it in your exam script. That would really help to accelerate your number. Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, state of glottis, we already have talked about that. State of glottis, we already talked about that in the first class.
Yes, sir.
State of glottis. How many states of glottis do we know about? I know 2 states of glottis. We have learned about 2 states of glottis. Both states are found in English and Bengali. Both states are the 2 most common states of glottis and are found in all languages across the world. Am I clear to you? Please write those down, everyone. Quick. Do it fast because we have another important thing to do. Huh?
Yes, sir.
2 states. Or otherwise, hey, I want you to be clever. Come on. You need not to write everything. You just need to write 2 states of glottis. And both found in English and Bengali. And 2 states are very common across all the languages. Come on, take some, have some key points. Note taking. Haven't you have the course of note taking, summarizing, paraphrasing?
Yeah.
See, note taking. Take the notes because the recording would be always there for you.
Please, sir.
Done. See? Okay. So there are 2 states of glottis, voice, voiceless. This diagram will, inshallah, surely come in the finals. Diagrams will surely come. Really. And please, no diagrams should be drawn. Yeah, that's right, drawn. Basically, I'm just telling that writing. No, it's not writing, it's drawn. Well, no diagram should be drawn with the help of pen rather than pencil. Voice, voiceless. Which one is voice? Which one is voiceless?
So first one voice.
Left one or right one? Left one is?
Voice.
Left one, right one. Left one is?
Voice.
Great, we already know that they are vibrating. Voiceless. Great. Okay.
Left one.
See? The answer is there. Left one is? Why?
Because it's partially
The
closed.
folds, vocal folds are,
Partially closed.
well, yes, partially closed. Well, quite close, huh?
Vibration.
Quite close. And that's why the vibration, the folds are vibrating to each other. Here, it's open, air can come out through it without facing any hindrance, so that no vibration is happening or occurring. Great. Okay, voiceless and voice, vocal folds remain apart, and the voiceless part. Okay, yes, take down notes quick. I mean, if I say in the big question that write, compare and contrast between the voiceless sounds and voice sounds, okay, then everything will come under the roof, one roof. It's an umbrella term. Am I correct? Am I clear to you? Especially the last bench girls. Quickly. Voiceless, vocal folds remain apart. Voiced, vocal folds are tightly closed. Are tightly closed. Number 2, the air flows through easily. The air is forced between them. The air basically flows through it easily. The air basically flows through it also, but in a tight situation. That's why vibration happens. That's why voice sound happens. All languages of the world, voiceless. Okay, all languages of the world have voiceless sounds. Just like ha, ta. This is
Ta.
ta. Hey, is it ta or ta? It's ta. Ta, one H. Well, it's not tha, it's ta. It's ta, ta, ta. It's ta, it's ta. Okay.
Sa.
Sa. No, not sha. Sha is this. Sha is this.
Yes.
Sha is this. Hey, everyone, please memorize those IPA symbols. Please, because if you mistakenly mistake one IPS symbol, this is just like math. If you mistakenly even mistake one particular symbol, then you guys are doomed. Really. Please. Pa, ta, ta, sa,
Ha.
ha, fa. Great. All of these are voiceless. Am I correct? Okay. The air forces vocal folds to vibrate. We all know that. All languages of the world have voice sounds. This is
Pa. Pa. Da. Da.
da. Right.
Za.
Za. Okay.
Va.
Great.
Ma. La. La.
Great. Everything is voice. At least I made you to learn at least something. Well, now I'm really feeling happy. I'm really
Yes.
Okay, come on, please. Because you know, basically in my turn actually, it takes 6 months for me to remember those symbols. Really, these symbols are not very much easier because these are too interconnected, huh? These are so much interconnected. Okay, the breathy or murmur. Now, some sounds are basically breathy sounds. See, some sound we can produce with, everyone please stop. Breathe. We can talk about the breathy sounds. See, a murmur and breathy sounds also occur. So, how we produce that sound, we'll be talking about that now.
Is it like
The vocal folds remain apart. That means no voice sound. Sorry, no voice just now. No voiced. The breathy sound contains no voice. See, no voice sounds. That means our vocal cord, our vocal folds, closed or open. Closed or open. Which one? Definitely open. Because if that was in closed position, that produce vibration, which will produce the sound of voice. That's right. Okay. The vocal folds remain apart. Everyone, please take the notes. Quick. I'm just doing that. You take the notes. Okay. The air is forced between the open vocal folds. Vocal folds are open, so everything is voiceless. Come on. Write it down. Do not take pictures. This makes the vocal folds vibrate while remaining apart. See, vocal folds vibrate, but apartly basically vibrating. That's why they produce a linear, a small amount of sound. Fish.
Whisper.
Whispering, that's right. Breathy basically. Breathy sound, whispering, fish sound. They were basically apart, they were vibrating, but not that much, that tightly closed vibration. In order to make a huge sound, which we usually do that. Okay. This makes the vocal folds vibrate while remaining apart. Okay. Breathy or murmur sounds are not found at the phonemic level in English. Well, breathy or murmur sound are not the official, that means phonemic level of English, they do not happen. Okay? But we all have that in our language. But not in the official language or sound system. Okay? We do not whisper to another's ear when we are talking it in the normal or in the academic disposition. Am I correct?
Yes.
Great. So, these sounds are found in Bangla maybe, Hindi, Urdu, Sindhi, Gujarati.
In horror movie?
So what is those?
Well, these sounds are those. Please find those in your. Well, okay. 2 dot basically. This is without 2 dot. This is dha. This is dha. This is dha. This is dha. And this one may be another one. So, everyone, but murmur and whisper basically needs to explain. Murmur and whisper basically needs to explain by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 things. The most important thing is English does not have that. Bengali, Hindi does have that. And the vocal folds remains open, but that really does vibrate, but to a no, not partial, to a smaller scale, so that the sound does not have that energy, sound does not have that wave to invade your ear or invade your earbuds. See, That's why these sounds are basically so calm sounds or horror sounds. Yeah, you are right. See, please find it in the books where I'm going to reference. I'm going to refer to. Okay, creaky or whisper or laryngalized sounds. That's also important, but not for your midterm. Okay, I'm doing it fast. Please, everyone, hold it to me. The vocal folds are tightly closed by the anteroid cartilages. Basically, anteroid cartilages, we already have talked about that. Anteroid cartilages. Anteroid cartilages. See, there are some anteroid cartilages. Okay, the vocal folds are tightly closed by the anteroid cartilages. The air is forced through the anterior and in a small burst. In some languages, laryngalized sounds are distinguished with non-laryngeal sounds such as Hausa, Shad, Chad, one Chad, Chad, Chad Republic, Shad. Someone says Shad, someone says Chad. So Shadi languages in northern Nigeria, basically. Okay, creaky sounds are some just like those creaky sounds. Okay, in Xhosa, Jaja means children and Jaro means boy. Okay? Okay, everyone, this is the last slide of today. Please, everyone, this is voice. See, vibrating, voiceless, this one, open. Number one, voiceless, open, so air can come easily. Voice sound, air cannot come easily. And then creaky sound, whisper, basically. See, these are basically closed, but some of the portion is open, so it can come and it can vibrate. At the same time, it can release the air, it can vibrate the air. It cannot release the air, it is vibrating. It can release the air, it cannot release the air. It can release the air and keep vibrating at the same time. And now basically breathy or murmur sound. Creaky sound basically this basically breathy and murmur sound. Murmur sound basically in the lowest sound. Someone can talk about that. Just like that. Okay? So yes, that distorted sound maybe. Okay? So basically 4 stages, 4 sounds, 4 types of sounds are basically producing, and this diagram maybe you will be drawing for the final examination. Okay, thank you. That's all today. That's all for today. Thank you for this class.